Yeah, but welcome back to the show. So this is the official sneak peek clip for the Superman movie, quote unquote. Called Superman at this point. I don't know. Let's just take a look at this. Should be amusing, if anything. So this was shown at Cinemacon recently, and now it's online. So this is the first shot from the original trailer that was released a while ago. I just think it's hilarious in a way that of all the things they could show to a general audience, they show Superman getting his ass beat. Something beat his ass so bad he had to go all the way to the freaking Arctic. And I love crypto, but like when you get your ass beat so bad that you need your dog to save you, that's sad. I mean, they're already showcasing him as being such a freaking wimp. What the hell could possibly beat Superman's ass that bad? The boy was crashing into the freaking Arctic. It's like a meteor. Ridiculous. But that might be the only thing that was getting a little curious about this dopey film. We're already making predictions like maybe Mr. Terrific will save him with a little Pokeballs. Maybe Guy Gardner's going to save him. Superman, Man of Steel, Man of Tomorrow, Son of Krypton. Beaten and bruised, lying in the damn Arctic. He already comes across to me as a freaking wimp in this already, just looking at this. Oh man. I mean, I don't want to compare too much, but you never saw this type of shit with Chris Reeves back in the day. Not once. The only time Chris Reeve was acting like a little bitch was in Superman 2. And he had all his powers for homely ass Morrow Carol Lois Lane. But Ghost Mommy, I love her. I gave all my powers up to this broad who thought I was invisible. He completely treated me like I didn't even exist. Until she knew who he actually is. And then all of a sudden she had interest all of a sudden, I guess. Which, if he didn't exist, she'd be dead because she's a dumbass who would get in trouble. There's always been my problem with Lois Lane and Superman. I'm like, who in the world is he seeing her? This broad always getting her dumbass into trouble. If he didn't exist, well, like I'm just like, what could possibly beat his ass this bad? This is the shit they showed at CinemaCon. For Christ's sake! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Look at him! Look at him! Bruises, freaking blood. These are things you should never see on Superman ever, ever. Like the arguments, like, "Oh, Superman's too powerful. He can just do stuff." I'm like, yeah, well, he is the pinnacle superhero. Other heroes look up to him. I'm like, this is the Superman showcase, and I'm just like, I've never been an advocate for this movie ever. I don't think I said a single positive thing about it, except for maybe Crypto and that one kid he saves. The film looks way too overstuffed. Too many damn characters in this film. It's going to be, what, 2 hours and change? How much screen time is this fool going to get in his own damn movie? So let's review. He's going to have the authority wherever they are. Don't belong in this movie. Mr. Terrific was a D-list character at best. Guy Gardner makes sense because he's a Green Lantern. Hawkeye doesn't need to be in this. Max Lord does not need to be in this. Hawkeye does not need to be in this. Metamorph was a villain. Doesn't need to be in this. And a bunch of other characters going to throw in there, I'm sure. Rick Flag, apparently. Creature Commanders, whoever they are. I mentioned the authority. Apparently it's going to be a Superman clone, Ultraman, who is a Superman from another dimension, which they shouldn't even be touching alternate dimensions in the first movie, your new universe. Not before everything's established. I've been saying this for months. Something's going to be a mess. And people like to fight me on it, like, oh, just give it a chance, man. I'm like, no. This is the first film in the new universe, and they're already going to cram it with a bunch of random shit. It doesn't need to be in it. This is why the last universe failed miserably, because they went from A to Z. That one Superman film, second film, because man still didn't make the numbers they wanted, threw Batman in there. And it's more of a Batman. It's not barely a Superman movie. It's more of like a mixture, I guess. They never established a new Batman. Threw Wonder Woman in there out of nowhere. Aqua Guy had a cameo. Never established the Flash. His movie was terrible. The Aquaman movies, for some reason, made bank. I don't know how that's possible, but then they killed Superman. Then they made a jail movie without Superman, and it was like 4 members of the Justice League. That's not really Justice League because half the members aren't even there. And then they're going to have Jail International in this apparently, which I'm like, all right. I don't see too much of an issue with that per se. I just don't think them be in this movie. Although, looking at this right here, clearly he needs them. I'm just like, every time Superman is in animation or live action, the exception of the last TV show that was on the CW, it's always getting his ass beat. Animated series, how many times has Batman had to save his sorry ass? Superman be fighting these villains and criminals that are doing equal half of his power. You get tossed around like a yo-yo ball. Batman will show up and kick the shit out of all. A billion effort. That's why Batman's so damn popular. Now this shot is really cool. I got chills the first time I saw the trailer. I saw this. I knew exactly what it was. I thought I was wrong. I'm like, you really gonna put crypto in this? You got no problem, crypto. None. It's very silver golden ages Superman stuff in the comics. Fine. Still, I think it's kind of sad that Superman is this badly bruised. He has to get saved by his freaking dog. Again, I got no problem with dogs. Love dogs. Love animals. I just don't like that they're showcasing this weak ass wimpy Superman in the new universe. I'm just like, you kidding me? They're hoping this is gonna sell tickets. I mean, like, they need to do a better job promoting this movie. Although crypto might be the one that sells tickets on his own, if we're being completely honest.
Crypto. Take me home.
I'm just like, what could have possibly done this to him? This is just, hey, it's the Fortress of Solitude. There's something that always bothered me about the Man of Steel universe. Never got a Fortress of Solitude. We had that dopey ship. They get straight up destroyed. This is cool. I think I remember about Jarrell's voice. This is very New 52. The Superman symbol. Jesus Christ, man. Why is it every time Superman's in live action or cartoon is getting the shit beat out of him? The Batman will have the same exact scenario. Just kick the shit out of whoever it is. But I don't understand why there's been more Batman games than Superman games. People don't know how to write Superman. You don't. I'm sorry, guys. I don't trust James Gunn with his character. I just don't. He likes his ensemble cast a little too much, in my opinion. Suicide Squad is not about one character, it's about like 10. Guardians of the Galaxy is not about one character, it's about like 5. Peacemaker is not about one character, it's about a bunch of ensemble characters. You can have your supporting cast and all that's fine. But like, he's never made a singular superhero film about one character in particular. He likes to throw as much extra weird characters as possible. I guess if that's his style, that's always been why I've been so concerned about this. And just looking at how badly he's been beaten, I'm like, my God, could have possibly done this? This is the thing that you should never see of Superman. Everything with superheroes you should never see. Batman smiling, Spider-Man being quiet, and Superman bleeding. Those are 3 things you should never see with these 3 most popular characters. Batman smiling, Superman bleeding, Spider-Man being quiet. Never want to see that. So what if the first thing they showcase? Superman bleeding. Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch this on HBO Max for free. I'm not spending a dime on this.
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever, merely automatons here to serve. Meet 12. She's new.
He looked at me.
14 fractured bones.
Damage to bladder, kidney, large intestine, lungs.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time. Level 4? 292 times Saharan Prime, please, 1.
Yeah, see, I like this. But like, you're calling Superman, so I want to see, theoretically, I want to see Superman doing Superman stuff. I don't give 2 fricks. Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, Metamorpho, Maxwell Lord. I don't give 2 shits about any of those characters. Like, look at movies like Batman '89. You don't see Chris Reeve, Superman, Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, or John Wesley Shipp, Flash, showing up out of nowhere and say, "We're still about Bruce Wayne." Like, no, it's not. Not at that point. You take the focus away from them when you throw in these random ass characters. Same for Justice League. Although, like, just look at the roster this guy has lined up. Clayface movie, Bane and Killer Croc or some type villain movies about the Robins or some shit. Like, there doesn't seem to be any type of linear story with this new universe at all. Like with the MCU, after Iron Man, you're setting up the Avengers. Time to get the Guardian of the Galaxy, we're setting up Infinity Wars, Endgame, all that shit. All of that was built up. There's none of that already in this. Like, and I'm just gonna predict here, but I'm just gonna take a wild guess. Most of the movie's gonna be about Lex Luthor finding new ways to try and kill Superman because we've never seen that before. But Lex Luthor's gonna be menacing, apparently. Lex Luthor's never been menacing ever. Maybe Smallville a little bit here and there, but on screen, movies, never been menacing. So like that word should never be used with Lex Luthor, in my opinion. Just to make it fun to crisp in the nanosecond. I mean, there's nothing menacing about it. There's never been anything menacing about it. So never agree with that. This dragon thing, whatever it is, I'd be curious to see how that plays out though. Honestly, just looking at the opening of this clip, which should be an easy fight, is probably going to be a struggle for some reason. I just don't understand that shit when it comes to Superman. That's why I say no one understands how to write Superman except for people from Smallville. It's kind of sad considering they're about Superman per se. But anybody can write Batman. There's different ways you can do Batman. Superman, so reading people struggle so much over the years with writing this character. I mean, it's not that complicated. Like I write stories about superpowered beings as well. You really just need to focus on the character itself. That's what Superman is at its core. Focus on the character. I just think by cramming it with all these damn random ass DC characters, characters you could easily save for a Justice League movie or something down the line, if there was actually an actual linear story. Because it seems like it can be another random standalone story, which I'm not really crazy about. If you're gonna call it a new DC universe, you should be building this up. Those that have written comic for years know Darkseid's a major threat. You could easily set that up. Little Easter eggs here and there. I'm just thinking of myself. I'm like, what exactly is Mr. Terrific going to do in a Superman film? I'm just curious. This guy doesn't have any abilities. What did he do? What does he do? Throw Pokeballs at criminals or something? He's a D-list character. No one gives D-list character. I don't understand. I don't get it. See, look at that. He's already struggling against the damn fire. We just put that shit out with freeze breath. This is the type of shit that's just people who struggle for some reason. Like things blowing fire at them, freeze that shit. The freeze breath. It's that simple. But everyone always likes to make shit complicated. So we gotta humanize him. We gotta deconstruct him. No, you don't. I'm like a talk girl here for some reason. Don't know why. and is a dorky Clark Kent person. Now, for me personally, I always thought the Clark Kent glasses thing was kind of genius because of how naive people really can be in society. People see what they want to see. So if they see a dork wearing glasses, that's what they're going to believe. It's like people see a reserved, tall, reserved dude in society. That's what they're going to believe. It's pretty easy to fool people into thinking you're something else. I think that's why the glasses and the dorky person really works for this character. Obviously, it's silly, but I think if anything, Chris Reeve proved back in the day why it works so well. Because he could be standing right in front of someone. Same people he works with every day, and no one can put two and two together. Not even apparently the great Lois Lane. I mean, like, I know it's just a clip, but like, dude, you really think this is the time to be sitting around talking when there's a big ass space jelly thing outside? Like, my people cried about all the destruction of Man of Steel, and look, we got another one sitting around having coffee. Or someone like she's about to get on her knees and lick his balls dry or something. Yeah, there we go. Wonder how much of that those cabins are gonna get destroyed when they're moving furniture. So yeah, I guarantee that's the shot of them flying away from the dragon thing. We should be kicking the shit out of it. Because we've got to deconstruct every male character in Hollywood now. We're probably not gonna get a proper fight like we should. So you even heard, and this is being confirmed apparently, that there's gonna be pocket universes or some nonsense in this movie. Something that we shouldn't be discussing in the first film of a new cinematic universe. Just some things you just don't do around the gate. You gonna have to explain too much with that type of shit. And apparently this is gonna be 2 hours. I'm like, with all the shit that they're throwing in here, it might as well be three. Because you had to establish a new Superman, new universe, and apparently got heroes running around just fine. We're calm, like, cool with that. I don't need all of them in this. I would have rather have had the new Batman established in this, or even just Bruce Wayne. Just have him host a press conference, Clark's in the audience, they lock eyes. We don't have to talk to each other. Just acknowledge that he's there. It's as simple as that. Like this guy on screen right now, I don't know why he's here. So Turbic has no powers. He's like, but he's really smart. But yeah, so is Batman. Batman will sell you more tickets than this guy any day of the week. Want to get butts in the seats? You don't put Mr. Terrific in your movie. You just don't. It's like, what is he gonna do? This looks like Lex Luthor robot or something. Like, what is he gonna do? He has no powers. He got no strength or nothing. Man, this is the type of shit that makes me laugh. It's clearly to me just another checkbox for diversity. Because any other film, no one would give two shits if it's terrific. No. diehard comic book fans are like, who? Like, oh, wow. He's a black dude that wears face paint like a Native American and those Pokeballs. Criminals, I guess. And apparently he's really smart. Like, yeah, so is Batman. But you think they would be more focused on establishing the new Trinity right out the gate. But like, if Superman needs help, I would rather have Wonder Woman or the Flash show up, or dare I say Batman. It's a trip ain't gonna do nothing. Guy Gardner is an asshole and an annoying piece of crap. He ain't gonna do nothing. Hawk Girl, Metamorpho is a villain, so I'm like, he can shapeshift his arms or something into weapons, I guess. He's in one episode of Justice League Unlimited. Tries to murder Green Lantern. I have a jealousy rage. That's the only time he shows up. He's not a hero. He's a villain. So, just don't understand what they're going for here. This is clearly Ultraman. Ultraman is a Superman from another dimension. So, right there, that's another problem. So, apparently, I read some synopsis. I'm not sure if it's true yet, but apparently this Ultraman is going to frame Superman, which is why he gets arrested by the Authority, apparently. And you have to explain who they are, too, because most people have no idea who the hell the Authority is. Shit, I don't even know who they are. I know they're like an anti-Justice League or something, but like, again, that's not stuff you put in your first movie. Like, you don't see S.H.I.E.L.D. in the first Iron Man film. I mean, you do, but those are like just regular agents. They mentioned S.H.I.E.L.D., then show Nick Fury at the end of the movie. Nick Fury's not in the freaking movie. Iron Man's in the cave saying, hey, Nick, he's Tony Stark. We're talking about the Avengers. Like, no, it's after everything's established. Then you introduce Captain America. Then you introduce Thor. Then you introduce Bruce Banner. Then you have your Avengers movie. Not. Let's throw Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, Green Lantern, the freaking Bat Family, the Wonder Twins, all in the first Superman film before this idiot's even established. And then think it's still going to be about Superman. No, it won't. It's like, the Ultraman is, again, he's an alternate dimension of Superman. It looks like he's going to kick the shit out of him. This might be where he flies away and gets his ass beat. Probably is. If I had to guess, it's either this or a dragon fight, which Superman should not be losing to a dragon. But again, it just proves my point. People don't know how to write Superman as a character. It's always been the biggest flaws in Hollywood. Even Chris Reeve era made him act like a little bitch when he started giving up all his powers for homely ass Marvel kid Lois Lane. This is probably the dumbest part of Superman 2. That's why I'm not a fan of Superman 2 that much. I'm just, I don't think Superman would really be that stupid in the comics. But whenever it comes to Lois Lane, he never thinks clearly. So, for whatever reason, I don't understand. This is why I'm more of a Batman guy. And Batman will be attracted to a girl, but he doesn't give two shits about settling down or any of that nonsense. I mean, let's just talk about the Christian Bale Batman who started crying for 10 years because Miss Piggy got blown up. She was going to wait for me. This is why Bane was able to kick the shit out of him. He was like, victory has defeated you. And apparently Miss Piggy came blown up. It was enough to have for him disregard all this training. 7 years of training to be a badass vigilante. All down the drain because one person got blown up. With Superman becomes the Lois Lane. OMG. I think she likes me, Ghost Mommy. I want to give all my powers up to this dog. Yeah, you can do that. So this shot here is a Guy Gardner. They're wearing apparently Maxwell Lord jackets or something, and it kind of confused me with Green Lantern because he can make a new suit with his mind. He doesn't need to be working for like the government or anything. He answers to the Guardians on Ola. So that confused me. They're probably gonna have a little talk here. This is where you need Batman in this. I want to see Batman punch a Gardner in the face really badly. It's like I've never been an advocate for this movie. I don't care much for reboots. I think the whole concept is overdone, and I had nothing against the new guy. I think the cast is all, at least the main cast: Lex, Jimmy, Lois, Clark, Perry White. I think the cast is pretty solid, but I still think there's going to be too much going on, and man, I don't want to say I told you so, but let's just say I'm probably going to be right again when it comes to whether this is going to be a success or a failure. I'm not going to say whether it's going to be good or bad right now, but let's just say I don't have any faith in it. Just that one shot of him. There's this one shot right here of him lying in the snow. But something just beat the shit out of him. I'm just like, really? We're doing this shit again? Oh, my stars. I mean, like, the only time you don't really see this is the last TV show was on TV on CW. Superman and Lois. This is really a dumb title, but Let It Slide is a good show. But, yeah, I'm not feeling this one, guys. I'm just not. I don't think this is going to be as good as people think. I think this universe might be dead in the water before it even starts.